the camera over here on myself. Okay, I'm working on my new setup. Welcome back, y'all. Okay, how is everybody feeling coming up out of this Mercury retrograde? 12:22 on the clock. What's going on? We on the right track, baby. Hey guys, I'm gonna give everybody a chance to get in here, okay? Okay, guys, sorry about that. Okay. Ooh, it kicked out a whole bunch of people. Go on. Okay. Huh. Okay. Hmm. All right. Hmm. Hey, everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. All right, y'all. Let's get a prayer. We're gonna tap in. Go over there and lay down, okay? Guys, if you would like to be put on the list for a $22 mini read or two questions for $10, just let me know. Okay? All right, beloved ancestor spirit guides, to the Most High God, I call on Archangel Michael for protection. Anybody sending anything physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, please block them, blind them. I call back our energy and send theirs back with full forgiveness in all forms to the universe this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the Most High God. All right, y'all. All right. Alright, guys, I do have some content uploading. Okay, I've got 2 more messages, so it'll be 3. Y'all, communication is getting back better, okay? Alright, Archangel Michael is in the building protecting us and keeping us from being tied up into some shit here, okay? By speaking our truth, doing what we need to do, okay? And moving on with our own happy family or whatever you're creating, okay? Something about this. Alright, Spirit, so let's talk about it. Tell me about this protection that's put around our new beginning and keeping us tied up out of shit. Confirmation. Yeah, keeping us away from this this stuck ass, stagnant ass energy, protecting us, okay? From that 10 of Cups in reverse. And protecting us from any kind of bad news that's coming in toward us or trying to delay our plans is what I'm getting, okay? Then my wrist started itching. It was like, y'all, I'm picking up on this energy today where you've got people, places, and things that are upset because they can't lock you into some scamming ass contracts, love offers, family dynamics, quick get rich scheme type shit, right? Collective, you're over here and this is just not something that you were you're interested in, okay? Tell me here about not all tied up. Well, I appreciate you telling me that. Y'all, listen, y'all know I'm in a new place and the Wi-Fi goes like in and out, okay? So y'all just bear with me. I'm trying to get this set up together here, okay? And trying to figure out what's going on with my volume, okay? I don't know if it's where my device sits or what's going on, okay? But I'm gonna figure it out. I'll probably have to go and buy me a microphone today. I do have a set of headphones, okay? I don't know how those would work, okay, as far as like recording. I've tried to do it on a couple videos, but y'all was saying you still couldn't hear me. Also, guys, just remember, like, when I upload those videos, you have a lot of people that's going and clicking on them as well. So go out and come back in and try to rewatch the messages, okay? And also, sis, can I tell you something? That might be spirit telling you that ain't your message if you can't hear it. Yeah. So you don't take on that energy. Oh, it's all good, baby. It's all good. Thank you. I appreciate it. No, it's all good. Tell me about not being all tied up. Yeah, possibly with this Emperor who's sideways. Okay? It's like this person always trying to intertwine and get involved in something you got going on could be very significant, okay? And it's like you had to call on Archangel Michael and send him after his ass. Thank you. I appreciate that very, very much. And see, you're not in sorrow. You're over here in this creative energy. Okay? Something about this. And somebody can't be an interference because whatever they try to interfere with, it's like you keep getting triple the blessings. You just said 3, Jeff. So 3 could be, you get blessings in 3s when this person does something. Okay? And somebody's like, how do you keep winning? Like, how do you keep getting over this? Right? Y'all stay with me. Yeah. Tell me here about Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel coming here with the throat chakra and protection. Okay. Fatality. And see, you're speaking on this fatality with somebody, and it's like they want you to shut up. It's like I can keep attacking you and do what I want to you, but you ain't supposed to say nothing about it. I can go over there and do what I want to, but you're supposed to shut up about it. And collective, you're like, who? You sadly mistaken here, aren't you? Because listen, you ain't gonna come over here and keep doing this shit to me and thinking that I'm just gonna sit here and I'm just gonna be chilling and I'm not gonna say anything. Right? Something about this. Yeah, that's why somebody's ass ain't getting no new beginning, because somebody here, their thought process is all wrong. They thought they was gonna come in and just keep doing shit to you. It's like, what? You're not gonna get no new beginning by going in and constantly doing this to somebody, right? And it's somebody here is delusional, okay? It's something else I'm picking up on. Because see, you took a leap of faith, something about business, King of Pentacles, okay? You started investing in something here, and this person, and you could be talking about this as well, right? Right. It's like, now why are you doing that? You're not supposed to be doing anything. You're supposed to be this lame ass person I told everybody you was. And you're not supposed to go over here. You're not supposed to win in life. You're not supposed to have love in life. You're not supposed to do this. You're not. And if they put all this restrictions on you, and you're sitting here, you're looking at somebody. Okay, now I need y'all to look at the people that's been attacking you. Okay. Okay, goodbye. Because you're like really irritating me right about now. I don't even know why you're in here or what you're doing. Like, just go, get there. And there's my moderator. Thank you. Child, it's time to go, okay? Like, and see, this could be how you feel about somebody. You're like, can you get out of my face? Like, I'm working, I'm trying to do shit, and you're just always in my face, and you're doing shit, and you're like, you know what? Like, just go on somewhere. Yeah, that's exactly right. And I feel that. Y'all feel it in the energy heavy. It's like, baby, somebody trying to ruin your peace. And it's like, hold on, okay? Because not today. Not today. Listen, you ain't gonna ruin my peace. Cause I see, I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna pray about it, okay? And I'm gonna give you the guide because you need to go sort these feelings out by your damn self and get away from me while I'm trying to take care of business, y'all. That's why I was telling my husband last night as we was outside for the last time, before I come back up to lay down. I was like, that is the most irritating thing is when you're busy and you're trying to get stuff done. Okay, babies. All right, Miss Kim, I got you, baby. When you're trying to work and get things done and you have somebody consistently bothering you, okay? That's like calling your phone, blowing you up, doing this, doing that, knocking on the door. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you already know what I have to do, right? So, like, when my husband gets off work, he has to come in, check his emails, work emails. Like, I'm over here at my desk, I'm doing what I have to do, checking in with clients, getting ready for this meet and greet. You know what I'm saying? We're both busy, right? Just because we're on the road, we're still working, right? And it's like, here comes that distraction from your trifling ass family. Want to call and tell you about such and such, and this is happening, and that's happening. And you're over here and you're in a serious damn email for work. You're over here and you got some things. Do y'all see what I'm saying? This is the kind of energy I'm getting. And I feel like Archangel Michael is protecting us from this because we are shifting to a 14-year cycle, y'all. So in 14 years, we're like trying to make moves for 14 years, okay? And you got people here that can't even get past Karmic City drama. Okay? And we're sitting over here and we're like, huh? What? Come again? Thank you, babies. Woo! Okay. And see, you about to flip the table on somebody. You almost flipped my whole table over. Yeah, uh-huh. I had somebody from my past come in my dreams last night. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you doing here, because listen, you're not even a part of my future. I don't even have communication with you. What are you doing? See what I'm saying? People still trying to make themselves relevant, and it's like, that's a no dog. Like, what are you doing? Okay? So that's what I'm saying. It's like, people don't understand. You can feel their energy. You know what the fuck they're doing. And it's like, are y'all gonna get it together? What's up? What's up? All right, Miss Kim, hold on one second, baby. Eat your food, okay? Where is my books? Oh, they're over there. Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. Okay. Hey, welcome, welcome. Right. Hey, that's exactly right. And y'all, that's what I'm saying. Like, this Mercury retrograde was way different for us. And then you had the 8-8 portal, the damn Aquarius full moon, and then you had the six planets aligning. there was a lot going on with the planets, right? And with astrology. So you're like that 3 week of self-reflection, and then we're going into a full moon. It's like, no, don't come over and try me. Because I'm really, really putting myself in a bubble and protecting myself. And I don't care. Like, I'm saying what I mean to mean what I say. Like, it's a difference, right? Hey, welcome, welcome. But y'all see what I'm saying? Boundaries. Y'all remember I said having heavy boundaries. You want to make sure that you have those, okay? Tell me about this energy here. Happiness, 9 of Cups. You're like, listen, if it's not making me happy, I'm not even worried about this, right? Because I don't want none of your drama, none of your bad news. Keep it to yourself. I feel like also this is for my people too, who you've been manifesting the truth and you're talking to a liar who ain't never going to give you the truth. And this is like you releasing them and saying, okay, you know what, Spirit, go on and take a hold of this. Go on, take a hold of this situation, because I know this person ain't never going to tell me the truth, so I'm just going to move on. I release it, I forgive, I let go. But I know that they ain't never ever going to come to my face and give me no kind of, no nothing, right? Because this is dragging you down, collective. See, this is the thing what people don't understand is sometimes these people try to do this to keep you in this karmic circle, the karmic. I'll get it out in a minute. The circus's karmic cycle. You see what I'm saying? Because they know that you want to know something, but they'll just sit there and they will just be defiant and be real, like, dismissive. And it's like, okay, so you don't want to communicate? Well, watch what I do then. Watch me cut the whole communication, okay? Since you don't want to tell the truth, and I just block your ass and I'll never have no communication with you again. You ain't got to tell me the truth, but you ain't going to have no access to me because I'm done with that, right? You're not going to keep me running in circles. Hey, Cosmic Priestess, you see what I'm saying? It's like, and I know a lot of my light workers, spiritual teachers, things like that, we had to go within. See, people don't understand, like, being a teacher, you got to go within too. Because it's like, well, how do I need to change my teachings up? How do I need to change up what information that I'm giving out? What type of collective am I drawing in? And what kind of, like, where am I setting my intentions, right? And that's really, really important as well. Because I want to teach about evolving. I want to teach y'all about astrology. I want to teach y'all about numerology and how astrology and numerology plays a big part in watching tarot, right? Yeah, I'm going to give you a damn tarot reading at the end of the day, but I want to give you more advice. I want to give you more tools to put in your backpack, right? And that's really, really important. So it's like, let's share this information. Let's teach this, because astrology, numerology, and tarot all goes in one, right? It's all one package, and it'll help you understand things. Your birth chart. You need to understand your birth chart. So whenever you're watching, you ain't over here ciphering or absorbing information that you don't even need. Because you're like, okay, BG, they don't even resonate with me. But that's my sun sign. Okay, well, maybe you need to be watching your rising sign. Y'all see what I'm saying? Knowledge. Knowledge is power. Let's learn more. What are you being drawn to? Are you being drawn to, like, get more books and study this, or hop into your lineage and really, like, study their culture and how what kind of spiritual rituals that they have, different things like this. Y'all, Aquarius represents future. Communities of people coming together. This is what we're called to do, right? Very, very important. But when you have people that's sitting in your class that are class clowns and they don't want the information, that's fine. We're just going to have to give them their pink slip and have to move them on so they don't stop your study and your courses that you're trying to pass, right? And y'all, I look at life like this. Y'all just tell me what y'all's opinion is. I feel like life is like a lifelong college course, okay? And we just keep graduating to the new step. To the new class, right? And it's like, okay, BG, I learned that. Now it's time for me to go over here and enter this course. And that's how I look at life. it's a learning experience. We're always learning every single day, and not all of us got it figured out. And if we share our experiences with others, it will make life a little easier, right? And that's really, really important. Get off the bed. Get off the bed. Get in your bed. Thank you, sir. See, like Hercules. Hercules is still learning. He done got on the damn new linens over here, and he got his own bed. Y'all see what I'm talking? You're not going out there. We just came from back outside, okay? All right, Miss Kim, what's going on with you, baby? What's your 2 questions? No, don't come over here whining. You done got on my new clean linens on the bed. I ain't trying to hear that, miss. Oh. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Y'all, let me tell y'all about what he doing while I'm waiting on Miss Kim. Yesterday we went to go get dinner, right? And we come back, we pulled back in, and my husband was back in the truck in, and honey, he jumped clean out the damn window. He jumped clean out the window. Okay, Kim, that could be very significant. He's going after something that ain't good for him. Because that's what it was. There's a cat on the property here, and Hercules has been on the chase for this cat. Y'all, and he jumped out the window. And yeah, he been on punishment. Okay. I feel like he's running after something that ain't no good for him, and he could be realizing this, Kim. And yes, I feel like you are going to hear from him in the next couple weeks. I heard help. He's going to need some kind of help. And it's just kind of like, mom's going to be like, okay, should I give a helping hand, or should I just stand back and watch? You know what I'm saying? It's almost like your grown-ass son finna have to learn a lesson for himself, because I feel like you already told him about something. You told him not to go that direction, but he had to go see if the stove was hot, sis. That's what I feel like. I feel like he had to go see if that stove was hot. Look, communication. And it's like, and he could be calling and telling you, hey, mom, you know, I took your advice, and now, you know, A, B, C, D's gone. The burdens is gone. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And the Chariot. This person might come toward you. Okay, side note, I guess you needed that that information about your son. Cause look, I said your son. Right, I got you on that. But I guess you needed that information about your son, because I said your son. You know, it ain't never no coincidence whenever I say something, sis. Like, hold on, VG, I'm asking about my divine masculine, but Spirit said you need to know about your son. Okay, something about that. All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes of the situation here. Tell me here about this divine masculine. Queen of Cups in reverse. I feel like this Queen of Cups in reverse, okay, he probably took his mama's advice, and now he's sitting here saying, whoo, child, what did I do? Yeah. Because now he's feeling backstabbed, betrayed, lied to. Tell me about this divine masculine coming toward Kim. Yeah, because see, look, High Priestess, you already gave him the damn message, okay? That part right there. You done gave his ass the message. Tell me what's going on with this here. You told him about the illusions, okay? And you told him how he was being attacked and everything else, but he didn't want to listen. Hey, hey. Yeah, he's awakened, sis. He wants to come in with some type of offer here. Is your son in communication with this person? Confirmation. Hey, hey, babies. Welcome, welcome. Tell me about this offer coming. King of Pentacles. He may even have some kind of job offer or something. He wants to come in and tell you about working together, okay? He might tell you there was some kind of fight that broke out at work, okay? And he's just concerned about some things. Something about his stability could be very, very significant, okay? With this divine masculine, Kim. Sorry, I had to cleanse that energy. And see, there's something about the energy around him. He is not liking this. A lot of divine masculines are having a major awakening about this. And they're like, nah, especially when it comes to their money and business. A lot of them is really, really having an awakening about, like, hold on, listen. When you play with somebody's money, you play with their emotions. You play with their job, okay? Things like this. Two of Cups. Yeah. So now he's over here and he's like, why I gotta fight for this? Like, why I gotta fight for my money and my love? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I feel like y'all two gonna have a very enlightening conversation, okay? Whenever he does come in, and I feel like, you know, a lot of things are gonna start making sense to him. Cause he's about to tell you about some fatalities that he's been going through. And how he had to walk away, and now he's healing. Okay. Very interesting. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Something I'm getting walking away. This man is walking away from something. Yeah. Why do I feel like the woman that he's dealing with, Queen of Cups in reverse, very, very overbearing, very like insecure. She don't know where, like, which way to go. She depends on this man way too much, and his money and his emotions, and it's like, I can't. You're gonna have to get yourself together, right? And see, this is the thing, he's learning about codependency. Yeah, he's learning about codependency as well. Because this woman is so codependent on him, sis. Yes. You're not codependent. See, you take care of yourself. So like he ain't having to stress all this other shit because like you bring something to the table. She don't bring anything to the table. And see back then that could have been like um he could have been attracted to that low vibrational energy, right? Because he ended up with her. Cause he was a people pleaser. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you don't you ask for different things. You know where I'm going with this. You don't need him monetarily. She does. And now he's looking at his money and he's seeing how affected it's being, and it's like, hold on, what the fuck just happened here? Right? Yeah. I'm getting be patient and just see how this plays out. Cause he had to go back and learn some lessons. And I feel like he's gonna come in and tell you about some fatalities and some shit that's been going on. Just make sure that he don't try to slide you in as a side piece. Okay? Just FYI, make sure that he don't try to slide you in some side piece and hey, well listen, I'm gonna call you back later, but then at certain hours he can't talk to you because he's back at home and blah blah. No, Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I understand. Yeah. Cause you know how these people do. They'll come in and just sell you a whole story, and then like you said, you seen on his Facebook where he posted with another woman. Hold on, what's going on here? I heard fake it till you make it is what he's doing. Like something about this. It's like fake it till you make it. Whoo, that's so funny that you said that. Cause you see how I look whenever you said he posted a woman on his Facebook. You see how I look like. So is she hacked into his stuff? I feel like it's just a kind of a that move of hit him up and be like, hey, what's up? Are you in a relationship? What's going on? Like communication. Cause now communication is good, right? We come up out of that confusion. And he could have reconciled with her during Mercury retrograde, and now this is ending. Pay attention to that too, because I've been picking up on that energy as well, sis, where people could be, they went back to an ex, and now it's like, okay, yeah, this ain't what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? You see how funny I look when you said, well, I'm confused because there's in 3 years. Okay. Yeah, I would just reach out to him. Shit, listen, what can it hurt to reach out and just have a conversation and check and see how he's doing? You know what I'm saying? Especially celebrating where his sister passed on. It ain't no harm. It ain't no foul. I mean, you're a single woman, right? It ain't like you're in a full blown relationship going and hitting somebody up from your past. But now I'm gonna say this, sis. What's making you want to go back to this person here? I'm gonna say this: don't do this out of loneliness. Or is this the reason that you feeling some type of way because he wants to reach out to you and he been thinking about you? Pay attention. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, Miss Jones. I feel like I'm gonna be honest with you. Uh, I understand the circumstances, sis, but I wouldn't reach back. Okay, I wouldn't, cause you come way too far. And look at where you are and look where you was when this person was in your life. I want you to evaluate that. And when you're pulling them cards, you're getting the collective's energy, not yours. Because it's hard to pull on your own situation because there's emotions tied to it, right? And that's why you said, like, that's why I reached out to you, because it's like, hold up, VJ, I'm a little confused. That's what it is. When you're pulling cards, you're getting everybody else's energy and not your own, because you're emotionally attached to that, right? So it's like, I wouldn't reach back. I ain't gonna lie. You hear the vacuum? Because you already done cleaned this shit up. Like, it's like, why are we gonna go back and reopen that wound up and you get your heart broken again? You know what I'm saying? And since you've been through so much, and I don't want to see you go 15 steps back, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people will use that type of situation to stay connected to somebody, okay? And be like, yeah, it's such and such day where they passed, blah, blah, blah. I was just hitting you up. I want to talk to you. But they could you have different intentions than maybe somebody else has, right? I really, really, really sit and think about what the cycles you had to close out. Don't open up another 14 years of chaos, okay? Yeah. And you know what? I just got a notification and somebody said his mask came off years ago. I think I'd leave that in the box in the past. I wouldn't reach out. I wouldn't. I would not reopen that wound. I ain't gonna lie, listen. About a couple months ago, I seen somebody from my past, and this person was trying to like walk up and talk to me, and it felt so uncomfortable. Like, I wanted to go the opposite direction, and I did, cause I didn't. I don't. There was something. I just looking at my past and going back to the past just does not interest me anymore. Cause I was in a very bad place back there, right? And I'm like, and then whenever I seen this person, I'm seeing they're like, whoo, child, listen now. You want to talk about trauma, a disaster walking? Like, literally, I'm like, where the fuck have you been and what has happened to you? I mean, it was like, what just happened here, right? It was that kind of energy. Also, too, Kim, pay attention because you could be in your Saturn return. Um, you could be in your Saturn return, and it's like there's a lesson coming back around to see if you learned it. So your true counterpart could come in. Because you're talking about 8 years, sis. That's an 8-year cycle. That's karma. Almost. It's like what comes around goes around. It's like, do I want to open that door back up? Okay, pay attention to that too as well. Because I'm in my Saturn return, right? And I had a lesson come back around. And I closed that cycle out. I didn't open that door back up. Because I was like, well, I could go over here and use this resource, but that resource stabbed me in the back the last time. So it was like, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And I was fixing to go in for a 4th time. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do that again. You see what I'm saying? Uh-huh. See, that's what I'm saying, Kim. It's that's real important. It's kind of like, and then with the sister thing being attached to it, it's like that's really pulling on the heartstrings because you care regardless of what happened. Like that he's possibly still grieving this. Follow your heart, okay, but take logic with it. Follow your heart and take logic with it, okay? And see, in my own certain situation, I found the other person very, very emotional because I turned down the offer. And it was like, oh wow, so like you don't want to do this, and I'm like, no. Yes. But it's like, listen, don't take it personal, shit. Like, but I had to set a boundary. You know what I'm saying? Yes. I mean, because it was like, if I take this offer all over again, are you going to stab me again? Okay, Spirit's like, well, how many damn times? Yeah, exactly. Like, and it's like, okay, well, this going to be the 4th time. So what you going to let them do it? No. Get off the bed. Get off the bed. See, you keep on getting up on my clean linens and I'm gonna beat your butt. Hercules. Yeah, Y'all, Hercules over here trying to mark his territory on the clean beds. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have that. Oh. Yeah, listen now, that's some real shit. Like you wanna see improvements. It's like change of behavior, change of attitude. Like what's your plans for the next 5 years, or you know, or what, like looking at how they have changed. Like, are you still hanging around the same people, dealing with the same mess, the same family drama? I mean, where are you evolving in your life? Because a lot of times it takes a lot of time, and patience. And a lot of people don't have time and patience. They want things. They want that instant gratification, right? And it's like that don't work. Because, baby, I know on this journey, them spiritual lessons be showing up, and we be like, why is this coming back around? I ain't doing this. And you're over here, you just frustrated, and you're like, I cannot believe this shit's showing up again, right? Yeah, something about that's going to be very significant. Yeah, justice in reverse, child. King of Pentacles. It's like, okay, hold on. Where I need to make really, really smart decisions with my investments. Tell me about these. Because see, look, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. What am I investing in? I ain't investing in no injustice. I ain't investing in no Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I ain't doing that. If you trying to come in, backstab, betray, lie, and put a stop to my money, yeah, you got to stay over there somewhere. That just made my boob hurt whenever I said that. Oh. Somebody may need to go get their breast checked out. Okay, I don't know who I'm talking to in this chat. Somebody may need to go get their breast checked out. Or somebody is pregnant. And you feel like this is a justice in reverse. Your money's in reverse. You feel like you're like looking at this like this is a bad thing. Okay, whoever's in this chat that's pregnant, you're like, what the fuck? I cannot do this, VG. Okay, I can't. Something about this. You feel like you're stuck in this Five of Swords energy. You said it ain't me. Okay. Yeah. You feel like you're stuck in this Five of Swords energy. You're like, you said, look, you see how this little boy is holding on to both swords? Like, you feel like you gotta look at something like, oh my gosh, what's going on here? Okay? No, I can't do this again, is what I just heard. Yeah. He got a look of fear on his face, and the two swords behind him. It's like, okay, I've already had to fight 2 battles. Okay, now I got 2 more swords. Like, I'm finna have to go over here and cut some other shit up. Like, nah, I'm not doing this. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something about women in pregnancy, okay? And y'all just elaborate, okay? And y'all drop y'all's opinions about this. When we get pregnant by a man and you start acting all crazy and psychotic and shit, y'all do realize that we move away because we need peace while we trying to carry this child. And confirmation. And if you doing all of this shit, this is just a collective. So it's like, when you get a woman pregnant and you're living in chaos and she senses this, she moves away from you. And it's because I was explaining this to elder the other day. That baby is sitting in water in the belly. Water carries vibration. So if you come at this woman, okay, in this type of energy, acting all crazy and psycho, that baby's feeling this, and that baby is going and like giving this mother hell within the wound and the stomach. Okay, so I really feel like y'all, these karmic masculines, they don't understand physically what type of energy they put a pregnant woman in. Because if you coming in chaos, you're hitting on her, you're making her feel uncomfortable, you're letting your family members attack her, and you're not helping that woman form a sense of peace, she will eventually run off and go be a single mother. And she will get the fuck away from you because you and your family's causing so much chaos. She don't care about you not being there. She will literally leave and she will not let you know anything. Now, me saying that, there is a lot of divine feminines that has done this. And they ain't even told this man that he got a baby. Now, y'all can be mad at this woman. You can say what you want to, but you ain't the one having to carry this child. You're not understanding the type of trauma that you're putting on your own child while this child is being formed in the womb. And then y'all wonder why 20, 30 years later, these kids is coming and saying, well, my mama never told me about you. And then the kids meet you and they're like, oh, now I see why mama didn't tell me about you. This, okay? Because y'all, let me tell you something. My stepsister, she asked her mama, okay, about her dad. And she tried to tell her. She tried to tell her that this man did not want to have anything to do with her. That's why she left. She didn't ask for child support. She didn't ask for this. She didn't ask for that, right? Because she knew that this man did not want to have anything to do with her daughter. Well, years later, her daughter tracks down this man. Okay. And this man calls law enforcement. Okay. And it's like, don't come back here. Called her mom saying that, why'd you send her here? I'm not paying you no child support. She didn't even know that she had searched him up and found him, y'all. Okay? But this is what she was trying to warn her about. What kind of sorry piece of shit she was walking up on. And y'all know the sad thing is, he already had another child that looked just like her. When she walked up, it was like they was twin sisters. They looked just alike. You see what I'm saying? Collective, sometimes what Divine Feminine had to do and what everybody else wanted her to do was two different things. But they're not the one that's carrying that child. They're not the one that is having to go through that harsh labor and your body going through all these different changes. Because when you're carrying a child, you want to be in peace. So if you got a chaotic ass mama or a chaotic ass baby daddy or grandmama or all this, you tend to move away from them. Like you don't want to be around that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember my third pregnancy, I didn't even want to come out of the house. I didn't want people in my house. I didn't want people around me. I didn't want them to touch me. Like when my baby was born, we hibernated in the house. He come out when it was time for his 6 weeks checkup. Everybody's like, oh, we want to see him. No, you can't touch my child. No, I'm not. Y'all see what I'm saying? Because he was still new. He didn't need all of this stuff. And it's like, people don't understand this. And Divine Feminine gets a bad rep because of this. Because she had to go within and protect herself while she was trying to protect her womb. And some of these people don't understand why you walked off and left. Because you don't want to deal with that chaos. Hey, babies. Welcome. Thank you. Y'all, it looks like YouTube's made some changes to like the way the names look on the thing too as well. On the, because now it says at like Trista Jones 5216. Like y'all on the tag, the names. Very interesting. But y'all see what I'm saying? And it's like now you could be seeing this, right? Yeah, I seen your picture. Yeah, Rachel. But it's like you could be seeing this and this child, your kids are seeing this. They're like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, now these kids is waking up to this and now they want to stay away from this shit, y'all. They don't want to be involved in this. They could start understanding why you moved away, why you left, why you don't have anything to do with A, B, C, or D, or you know what I'm saying? Like, they're getting a better understanding of the conflict and the chaos. Because, okay, you got to think, these kids are in school. These kids are in school. They don't want to come home to a drunk ass mom and daddy fighting and arguing, or cheating ass parents. They don't know what to do with their life. They're over here living in chaos. They can't eat, they can't sleep, they can't go in there and study. Who wants to be around that? I'm just saying. And it's like, these kids are like, okay, I can't even get no peace here. So then they go to their friend's house where there is peace, where there is loving, kind people, right? Something about this, y'all. Okay, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but yeah. Yeah, it is. It's a. Tell me about this Five of Swords. Why somebody's looking at this like this? Yeah. See, because somebody can't cool their emotions. Somebody could be living with the Aries and they're sick of this. Somebody could be a hot-headed ass Aries, mother or father figure, and like somebody pops off too much, and somebody's sitting over here like, hold up, who you rolling up on talking to like that? Because but this ain't that, okay? You know, and I was watching my astrologer the other day, and both the man and the woman said something about Aries was gonna have a hard time with these transits and what is going on, because yeah, they're having to face that anger issue that they have. Y'all remember how I was talking about, I always say the Aries has like the screwdriver in the purse type energy, because they do, they always just take off. There's no logic, it's always emotions. Their emotions is running so high, and if it's an unevolved Aries that don't know how to handle their emotions, you're gonna watch them take off and they're gonna go crash out and then be sitting in the booking talking about what the fuck happened. You see what I'm saying? You said, what's my opinion on Geminis? A unevolved Gemini is a liar, a scammer, and a cheater. Evolved Gemini is somebody who communicates clearly and you can't get nothing past them. I feel like Gemini is the twin, right? I feel like the twin is the shadow. Okay, it's like that's the one you don't want to play with. You know what I'm saying? But the evolved one, you said I'm an Aries, I don't crash out. That's because you're evolved, Jason. See, there's a difference. Yes. So you gotta look and see, when you look at the signs, you have unevolved and you have evolved, right? And it's like, okay, well, and see, you're 1980s, right? So you're an 80s baby, and you look at this, look at all the shit in the 80s. I was born 83, right? So it's like we didn't know what love was. We didn't get hugged. We didn't get our backpacks checked. We had to go in the house and lock the door, and then didn't open the door up. And you got your ass beat by the neighbor if you was doing something you ain't got no business doing, right? We was raised in a different time. So look, 1977. Yeah, y'all really didn't know what love was. Shit, your parents was always at work. You didn't know what the fuck was going on. So, do you see? And it's like, we took that into our own adulthood and parenting could. So when our kids come up and they all emotional, you like, what the fuck you crying about? Listen now, I don't need you. You need to just calm down. Because we didn't know how to handle our emotions. Well, see, this could be something the Aries is going through right now. Something about emotionally not being heard. Crashing out. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of fights. Maybe growing up in a household where there was abuse, physically, mentally, sexually. You know what I'm saying? All this is being looked at, right? Cause see, you got some, and this is for Aries men, okay? And it's very, very interesting. But there could be some Aries men that you guys had a really, really harsh upbringing, okay? And there were some hard lessons. It's like a dad wanted to teach you. But it's like, now you're trying to pass this down to your child. And your child is like, with this day and time, the things that you had to learn don't even exist anymore. No, that's not what that means. That's not, just because you're a Gemini, that doesn't make you a bad person. Okay? we all have to evolve. I'm gonna say this, right? We all have been a karmic at one point in our life where we had karmic behavior, right? We was the karmic in the relationship. You know, we was the crash out. We did things. But the more that you evolve, the more you start seeing that self note, the lessons, right? How's your communication skills? How's your commitment? Like, how was you raised? Did you bring certain things into the future with you as far as like parenting or adulthood or into relationships? Like, look at how you was brought up in your household. Was there a father? Was there a mother? Was you staying with grandparents? Was you raised in a broken home? Was you raised in a domestic violence situation where you watched your mama get her ass beat or your daddy get beat up? Or did you watch family interference? It all depends on your upbringing, right? And what you got to heal from, right? And that's really really important. Yeah. Okay, so you see, so see now where you're at with that is you don't put up with abusive men. Um, it irritates you when you see a man abuse a woman because you was raised like that, so it makes you want to lash out, and it makes you really want to like go and rush in and hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because it has you angry, and it's like because of what you've seen with your upbringing. So now what we want to do is observe. You know what I'm saying? And sit back. Yeah. Uh huh. So it's like you want to sit back and observe, and I mean, it's really really hard. And see, with it being like you tried to communicate, it's like you wasn't being heard. Okay, see, that's why your parents had a Gemini because they didn't know how to communicate. It's another thing. Mom and dad didn't know how to put that together. They needed you to teach them how to communicate so they wouldn't fight all the time. Yeah. A lot of times people don't realize, what we do around our children, we instill that in them. So if they watch you walk around being a lying, scheming, alcoholic, woman beating piece of shit, guess what they gonna turn into? That right there. Because they're a product of their environment. And people don't want to listen to that, but it's facts. What's up, Kentucky? You see what I'm saying? It's like people don't want to listen to that. Yes. They're like sponges. Yes. They just soak it all in. And it's like, what are they soaking in? Future planning. Yeah. They needed to learn how to plan, and look toward the future and stay out of the past. Okay, is what I'm picking up with that. And then Libra, yeah, you there. If you had a Libra girl, that's so funny because I just seen something about this. It says if you have a Libra daughter, she is there to show you about the men that you choose. Woo! I was like, that stings. And then if you had a Libra boy, he was put there to show mama that he was going to carry everything. He was going to take care of everything and bring her justice. Yeah, that's so wild that you asked that because I was just looking at something about that. Yes. Mm-hmm. Also, Cancer is the mother zodiac. That's getting like tapping into those childhood. I mean, them emotions from the childhood. Uh huh. See, you said you're an Aries and a 2-year-old daughter that's an Aquarius. Yeah. See, she's trying to help you let go of that upbringing that you had. She's letting you know I'm the future. What are you doing? We don't do that now, Dad. You need to calm down. We don't do that now. Don't take it personal, but like she's been here years and years and years before. Okay, just FYI. Hey, Auntie Kim. Yeah, she's been here for years. Look, and she's born on 5. That's change. So she was here to bring change to your life, to show Aries, you need to calm down. I'm about the future. We ain't worried about what happened back here. Okay, you're gonna have to let that stuff go. Cause I'm your future, right? I'm your little princess. We gotta go over here. You can't stay back here. Yes, you look at the feminine and masculine side. I know that sounds bad, but it's true because see, with him being trans, he literally is coming in to let you know about the men that you was dating and how he's still gonna come in and take care of you. Okay, with him being trans, so that's like the feminine and the masculine side of Libra, right? Justice. Gotcha. Okay. Oh wow. Yeah. Uh huh. Yeah, but that's what I was saying. Like, if you got Aries highly aspected in your chart, you definitely want to go and look at where it is because this could be affecting you something serious. Because, listen, we're in the age of Aquarius. Now, look at your situation with you and your daughter, right? Your daughter is telling you, say, this ain't the past. You're going to have to let the past go, and we're moving toward future. We're focusing on this right here. Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, um, that's very very important, especially being a father. You want to be very very careful about. Okay, like my dad with Christmas. Okay, this is his theory. They was poor, they was broke, they didn't have anything. So his thing for Christmas, he don't like celebrating because he's like, well, all we had was this right here, and all my daddy could give us was clothes and put clothes on our back. So you know, uh, I don't celebrate Christmas. That's like birthdays. Because he was raised in poverty, it's like he was taught that these things wasn't important to celebrate, right? And it's because he was in poverty. They couldn't afford to buy anything. So now his lack mindset literally fucks him every time. And he's a Virgo on top of that. So that's all he ever talks about is what he don't have and how he's so broke, he's this and he's that. And I'm like, okay, Dad, I can't do this. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go. Cause listen, I'm not broke. Okay? I don't have broke mentality at all. Like that shit right there is, but it's because he had to quit school, start his own business. He doesn't know how to read or write. And it's like now, this day and time, it's really, really bad. Yes, exactly. I'm like, Dad, it doesn't matter what's under the tree, it matters who's around it. But that was his thing and he would try to make up for it whenever I was a child. He'd be extravagant with Christmas, right? He'd buy me like all these big fancy things. So growing up, his love language was money because he was raised in poverty. So now, me being an adult woman, I don't give a fuck about money. I want love. I want a hug. I want you to ask me how my day was. You see what I'm saying? Because he was raised in poverty, it's like now his love language is, let me give you this bag. Let me go buy you a house. Let me do that. It's like, no, Dad, just tell me you're proud of me and just hug me and love me. And it's like he still fights with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like Okay, well, you know what? So, and I notice when he's able to give me something materialistic, he's so happy. And it's like, man, yes. And like my dad, y'all, I'm telling you, it was just poverty lack mindset. So he tried to make up for it. So then whenever I was an older woman, like when I was grown, I had to sit and tell him, I'm like, Dad, listen, monetarily we never had to worry about anything. Because let me tell you something, my dad sacrificed. Okay? It didn't matter what he had to do. Still kill, destroy, but he was making sure that that steak got put on that plate and that lights come on and that water was running in that house. Now let me tell you what I took from that lesson. I ain't sacrificing like that. I'm not gonna go out and sacrifice myself for the sake of giving somebody this grand life at the stake of my own freedom, at the stake of my own health. You know what I'm saying? At the stake of my own credit and all this other shit. Because this is what they want. Okay, well then you need to go figure it out. Okay, but I'm not gonna sacrifice myself. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference. And you have people so caught up in the matrix that has this lack mindset. That's all they was taught. They don't get it. Like, love will always win. Love will always win in a situation. And if somebody is dealing with you just on a financial tip, I'm gonna tell you something. It ain't good. It is not good. Thank you, Jason. It's not good. It's a bad situation because when you're not able to finance them, you're gonna see the real them. Okay? That's why we tell divine masculine all the time, y'all gotta be careful with these karmic ass women that y'all deal with. Because let me tell you something. What if you come in and you broke, busted, disgusted, you still trying to get this job, you still trying to do this, you still trying to do that. Okay? You want a partner who is gonna be there to support you. When you're up, you're down, you're sideways, you're upside down, whatever. Because your relationship's not always going to be 50-50. You ain't always going to be able to bring that to the table. So whenever it's 20-70 or 20-30 or whatever the case may be, you want to make sure that you got somebody that can cover that 80. Right? You want to make sure that you got somebody that's with you for you and not what you can give for them, and they ain't with you to be their financial plan. And see, that's where divine feminine gets a bad rep, because let me tell you something. We done been stuck in our masculine energy so much that it offends us when a man comes in talking about, let me open that door, let me grab that bag. Thank you. You see what I'm saying? Look, y'all, whenever my husband first come around, he'd be trying to open the door and take the trash out and do this and do that. And I'm like, it's cool. Like, okay, for instance, the yard, right? I'm like, I got a yard guy that comes. I said, he comes and mows the yard. He was like, well, I can do it. And I was like, it's cool. Like, you don't have to do it. I pay somebody to do it. But y'all, where I've been an independent woman and I've had to take care of my kids, and always be that go-to. It was like when this man come around and say he want to take care of me, I want to slap shit out of him. I'm like, what are you doing? Stop. Don't do it. I already got it taken care of. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's like, it's hard to pull a woman out of that masculine energy when she's been let down so much. Okay? Then my dad taught me to never depend on a man. Okay? Take care of myself. Make sure I always got my own bag, and make sure if he walks off that I can take care of myself no matter what. Okay? So it's always a good thing to have your own, but it's also when somebody comes in, they just gonna add to. Right? Y'all gonna build together. But it's hard this day and time because everybody got a backup plan. Everybody over here got somebody else in their DM who they giving hope to. And it's like, when y'all motherfuckers gonna stop working at the Hope Center? Okay? Because y'all upset because you can't find real love. But the fact of the matter is You ain't even giving the one that you with the chance because you too busy looking for something else over here. Y'all see what I'm saying? So that's why people don't believe in love anymore. And it's like, what just happened here? So divine feminine, divine masculine is done ran off by themselves and started building by themselves. And now what's happening is these higher vibration beings are starting to recognize each other, and it's like, oh, okay, we can come together and build together. Because what it is that old shit that we was pressed to believe, and the programming and all of this stuff, whatever the case may be, it's like we throwing that out the window, right? We're going toward the future, and we're going to do things different, and it's going to make a lot of difference for us, right? And that's really, really important, collective. Because see, I'm going to tell you something else too. You can't be with no insecure, competitive ass partner. Hold on one second, y'all, okay? Oh.
Yeah. I left and got some gas, my God. And I also got some gas for the weekend and came back and get
Okay. Thank you so much, Sarah. Okay, y'all. That was my housekeeper. She was so sweet. She said I left and then came back to make sure you had your towels. See, y'all, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so back to what I was getting at is you can't be with somebody that's in competition with you either, because it's like, okay, both of y'all can get the bag, that the money's going to the same account. What's up with the competition, right? You said that you have cut 50% of your spending and still impossible. How is everyone affording weekly groceries? I think you need to find somewhere cheaper to shop at. To be honest, I think you probably need to find you another grocery store. Find you a cheaper grocery store. Because right now, that's what a lot of people is looking at it as, is your expenses. What are you spending your money on? So if you got a partner that is like always spending money other places, you know what I'm saying, and not looking at the brass tacks of things, like, okay, we have this much to live on every week. This is called discipline. Okay, a lot of people don't want to listen to that, but discipline. You get discipline with your finances, with the food that you're eating, with the places you're going, with the entertainment, just different things like this. You want to find that discipline. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, first of all, I'd be moving out of that place for $2,200 a month. Yeah, that's where I'd start. I'd move out of that place for $2,200 a month. Because that's just too much. And then utilities is $300 a month. That's way too much. You could find a 1-bedroom studio with the utilities included. And there's your grocery money. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'd be doing though. I'd be changing that shit up. I'd be cutting back and be like, hey, what's up? Like, because you could find places where you got utilities already included. Listen, can I tell you something? I've lived in a place. There was a man. He was like a second chance landlord. Super cool. He paid. He would let you pay $165 a week, but it would come directly out of your check. And that's for the rent, the electric, the water. Okay, for $165 a week. There's people out here like that. There's a woman on TikTok. She's like, I let my people pay every 2 weeks. And there was some landlords slamming her for that. And she was like, well, that's whenever they get paid. So why am I going to expect them to give me this full amount if they can just break it down and give it to me every 2 weeks? I would definitely be finding me somewhere else. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Because that's the thing is like, the minimum wage is not even up to where you could pay $2,200 a month. It's going to take two incomes. And you're going to be living off bare minimum. Why do you think so many women and men have two or three sources of income? A lot of people have a 9 to 5, then DoorDash, then get online and do some creative, selling stuff, whatever the case may be, because they're having to tap into other resources just to even make a living, right? I can't tell you how many single mothers and single fathers out here that is content creators, has a 9 to 5, and probably door dashes with the kids in the car with them. Because it's like they got to make ends meet, and yeah. You said, where am I going to go? You're going to have to look around and find resources. Them resources just ain't going to come to you. This is where you put the work in. But trust me, you can find people, places that are cheaper than $2,200 a month. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, darling. See you next time. Yeah, collective, I'm telling you, you got everybody looking at different things and how they're maneuvering around. Like, can we afford to live here? Can we afford to do this? Can Is this even necessary for me to be doing this? Is this necessary? Right? It's like weighing out the pros and cons, writing things down and figuring out, okay, we don't need to do this right now. This is not good for us. Thank you. I've been doing wonderful. I just been getting work done, getting prepared for this meet and greet, and taking care of my husband and stuff that he has to have done, and just managing. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes when we get a change of perspective, listen, you got to look at the pros and cons of things. What do you keep putting your energy into? What is it bringing back? Like, and see, that's another thing with my collective that's on the higher timeline. You are seeing where you put your energy and where it's growing now, because the fruits of your labor is paying off. Yeah, that's right, baby. Got to hold it down like a boss. Okay, listen now. And y'all, that's really, really important. At the end of the day, it don't matter what's going on. I still got to hold this shit down. I still got to look forward. And the only time I'm looking back is whenever I'm saying how far I come. That's why, y'all, the past it ain't getting it for me. Okay, that can't scratch that itch for me. Period. And that's what people don't understand. I don't give a fuck about it. Okay, listen, that happened then. I'm talking about right now. Cause see, I come from a real huge struggle, and I'm not going back there. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, like so many hardships, and it was about a mindset. Like, I'm not gonna do all that. No, I'm cool. I'm good. You said that you never get lucky with a strong woman like me. Well, let me tell you something. That's because you possibly, it's something about your childhood that you need to look at different. You know what I'm saying? And something with the upbringing that you need to look at, right? And it's like, don't let a woman's, like, her being strong like that, don't let it scare you off. Let it embrace you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want a strong woman on your side who can handle business. But see, that's pride and ego, right? You was probably raised in a house where the man done everything, and and that's what it was, and mom just stayed home, cooked and cleaned. But we live in a time, y'all, where that's not the case. Like, some people travel for work. Some people are stay at home parents. Some people work from home. Shit, a lot of people work from home now. You don't have to get up and go and do this, this, and this, right? And it's very strange how people look at things. Y'all be coming in saying some of the dumbest shit. 33:44. I've been on here an hour and 33 minutes. And there's 33 people, 44 likes. Thank you guys for uh investing in VG. I appreciate it. Y'all need to come and see me, okay? The meet and greet is August the 16th, Saturday from 10 to 12. Okay? Um the tickets are $50. If you would like to purchase one, just let me know. Okay? Send it to my Cash App, PayPal, send me an email. Okay? Oh yeah. I already know, baby. Listen, it's been a hell of a reflection, and it's like, Spirit will set you down, and you think you got the greatest plans and the greatest ideas, and Spirit's like, nope, get your pen and get your paper, and let's go back over this, because guess what? This here that you got on your list is not feasible right now. This is not what you can do, okay? This is what you have. This is what you have to work with. So I'm going to need for you to set your ass down and look at them resources right there and be whatever it needs to be, right? And a lot of people can't handle that because they want it now. They want that instant gratification. We got to do this. We got to do it now. And with Saturn and Mercury and Venus, all these planets being in retrograde, it's like, whoa, what just happened? Now on Sunday, everything aligned. So now here we are, right? Coming up out of that Mercury retrograde. Now you're happy you didn't make certain decisions because you reflected on that and you're like, oh, thank you. Whew, that just saved me. So what did I tell you about spiritual counsel coming in and saving you? Sometimes you don't know, but your spiritual team is coming in to save your life, and you didn't even know that you needed saving. Because that same dummy coming back in, that same lesson coming back in, that same karmic coming back over there, that same family member coming in to finesse you. See, it's the same bullshit, just a different people, places, or things, right? So it's like, whoa, hold on. That's what VG was talking about right there. That lesson come back around, but in a different vessel as well. Okay, so it's like, hold on, what VG? What just happened here? A lesson. And that was a lesson. Man, I'm trying body jumping like a motherfucker. And that's the thing is now they can't lock us in these karmic contracts, and that's what this energy's been about today. And it's like, now the Empress sitting back and saying, why does that look familiar? I ain't doing that. No, I'm cool. I'm good. No, baby. We ain't doing that. Right? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna walk downstairs real quick, okay? I think I got a package down there. I'll be right back. If y'all want to talk amongst each other, yeah. Guys, I'm open for yeah. Yeah, guys, I'm open for $22 mini reads and 2 questions for $10. Just send your Cash App, PayPal over, okay? And I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. That's a good question. Um, so I will say this, okay? Hey, Miss Wright. Miss Deborah, sorry. I do that every time. Miss Deborah. uh, First of all, I want to say this. Don't call your power back if you ain't ready for it, okay? If you ain't ready to move, cut people, places, and things off, don't call your power back because you're going to have all this power and you ain't going to know what to do with it. And it's because you've been letting people like negative Nancy's coming in and Karens and things like that, shooting down your opportunities, right? And when you protecting your light, I'm gonna tell you, a piece of tourmaline will help you. A raw piece of tourmaline will help you. I always use the raw ones. I'm good, baby. I feel wonderful. Um, and follow your discernment and your intuition at all times. If you feel like you're around a dark energy, okay, try to move away from that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we don't really realize, but we want something, but it ain't time for it. Okay? And it's like, okay, so in the meantime, in between time, as you're waiting on that opportunity to come in, that's whenever you really, really start looking at things. Okay? Amethyst, if you got anxiety, get you some amethyst. Okay? Because it's always going to be competition. Uh-huh. Yep, you can get it off of hey, COH, you're coming to the meet and greet, aren't you? Yep, obsidian bracelets are really good too. Okay. I got something for you to take home with you. Okay? Yes, selenite. Uh-huh. I got selenite sticks. Yes. Or and see, this is my selenite. This is what my pointer, right? This is what I pray with. Okay. But yeah, selenite's really good. I sleep with my selenite sword. That's really good. That's really good. Wrapping your head up. That's protecting your light, protecting your energy, as well. Wearing hats, like especially if you know, like you're going to a gathering. Yes, you're welcome, baby. Thank you for the $5. But yes, all of that is hematite. Yes, all those are really really good to protect your energy. And if you know, like I said, you're going to an event or something, cover your head up. Put a hat on. I don't care about your hair. See, that's the problem with people worrying about how they look and stuff. Uh, they don't get it. They really, really don't get it. Yeah. Uh huh. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Y'all, this is my husband's tourmaline. The necklace broke off because he got into some damn bad energy and it fell off the damn whole necklace. Okay, y'all remember when I said about you like if you buy spiritual jewelry and that's what it's made for. Okay, as well. uh hey, CJH, also you're gonna leave with some protection oil that I made. um you're gonna have like a whole spiritual bag you're gonna leave with some spiritual soap that I've made, okay, and different things like that coming to the meet and greet. Because I've got some things that I've made myself, and I'm making bags for everybody. So yeah, I've actually got to do that this week. So whenever you, is your daughter coming with you or is it just you? Okay, awesome. I'm excited, y'all, about this meet and greet. Yeah, that's because you encountered some bad energy. Hey babies, welcome, welcome. Yeah, see, because people that's in competition, you may be around somebody you don't even know they're competing with you, right? You didn't even know you was in some kind of race to win something. And it's like, hold up, where did this energy come from? Right? Baby, we're making our way around the globe, that's for sure. Unconditional love. You show unconditional love to a competitor, and you're like, hold up, what just transpired here? Yeah, you didn't know that you was competing with somebody. And your beloved ancestors pulled up in the community and they're like, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all supposed to be evolving together. You're not supposed to be competing with each other. We all supposed to be learning from each other, right? Because we're all each other's teachers at some point, right? And that's really, really important. Epiphany. And so you could have had an epiphany about this. It's like, hold up, what just happened here? I didn't know I was competing. Now somebody's feeling ashamed here because your divine helpers then showed up and said, hold up, stop that. Like, this person was here to teach you. What are you doing? Like, something about this? Yeah, uh-huh. You showing people grace that's in competition with your ass. You're like, okay, hold on. Now somebody's feeling exhausted because you're running circles around somebody now understand how you're doing this. But it's because you know how to protect your energy. Because you pay attention to what your physical body is telling you. Because somebody here, deprivation. They're trying to, like, deplete your finances. Partnership and love. Y'all can't make this shit up. You could be figuring out in the past that you was dealing with somebody was in competition with you. Okay? And trying to deplete all your finances. They don't show no appreciation. They just want to drain you dry. I heard so they can keep their bank account bigger. Somebody wants you to pay for everything so they can keep their money. And this could have been what was going on. And now somebody's in a very discontent energy because somebody took a risk to do this, and now something's being snatched away from them. Ooh, child. Because you have self-control. You started noticing you could be the person that takes care of all the important things, right? You're like the accountant. You're the one that's taking care of all the important things. You're getting everything taken care of. And somebody's sitting over here and they're like letting their accounts stack up. They ain't giving to the cause. Yeah. And it's like, okay, what just happened here? Now they got to finance something and now they in their feelings. But see, they're all in their feelings because now they starting to understand how you was financing everything and they wasn't financing a motherfucking thing, and now it's time for them to do it, and it's like, hold on, no, I don't want to do that. But it was okay whenever you was doing it though, collective. But now that they have to step up and do it, now they don't want to. Now it's a problem. Now everybody want to fight. Now they want to go to their options. Now they want to do this. Well, take your ass on over to your options. That's why Spirit made sure that you was still okay, regardless of somebody keeping you on the back burner. Okay, I said what I said now. See, this is for these players out here. You wanna have 5 different options, but whenever shit starts going down, them 5 other options sitting here look at you saying, paying what rent? You can't come over here and live with me. You can't do this over here. Y'all, somebody's finding out that the grass is not greener on the other side. Yeah. That's exactly right. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to do. See, because somebody now is not, now they ain't getting no pleasure out of this, because now they happen to dig down in their pocket and they don't like that, and they're like, oh, but it was okay when you was financing everything. It was okay whenever you had everything taken care of. You see what I'm saying? And now there's like a switch here. Somebody now is having to dig in their pocket because somebody tried to deplete your finances. They tried to drain you dry. So now they got to finance everything. And now they sitting over here saying, whoa, hold on. No, I was supposed to be able to take your money and my money. No, wait a minute. What just happened here? Because spirit will stop your blessings because of what somebody's doing to you. To show you what somebody's been doing the whole time. Somebody's ulterior motive here. Okay? That's for somebody. Mm, 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 mm. And this could be that contract that I said that you refused to sign. Now somebody came to deplete your finances. Empress, you was protected. Emperor, you been protected from this because life is forcing somebody to get their shit together. 1:55 on the clock. Yeah, life is forcing somebody to get their shit together. That's Big Daddy Saturn because somebody off balance. That's what that is. Somebody way off balance. And then they probably go around talking about, well, I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to take care of this. I got to take care of that. But the whole time, you've been the one financing everything. But they've been lying to other people, talking about they're the ones been doing it. And now they actually have to do it. Somebody spoke their karma into existence here. Oh, child. Going around lying. Mm-hmm. Or say this is somebody from your past, right? They try to tell everybody they was doing this, they was taking care of everything, they blah, 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 blah. Then you left them. Okay? And all of a sudden they went into a hardship. And you're doing just fine. Everybody looking and they like, well, hold on, I thought you was taking care of them. Because what I say, fire signs, you was the bag. You are the bag. Okay? And somebody else is sitting over here like, they had to do this for you. They had to do that. That was a lie. I was picking that up in the fire sign reading. Somebody was saying that like somebody was a gold digger here. Okay? You were the cross watcher. And somebody's like, no, I'm not no gold digger. Hold up. Wait. Do you know that I done A, B, C, or D for the... But you ain't that kind of person because you ain't keeping tickets on things, right? You're like, but it does make you go and look back and you're like, I was showing you unconditional love while you was in competition. I didn't know we was keeping count of shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, this emperor upset because somebody ain't taking this fishy ass cup no more. Period. Queen of Cups. Yeah, it is. Now somebody's Wheel of Fortune's in reverse, Queen of Cups, and now this Emperor sitting over here and he crying. He's like, what do you mean with you? Nah, when I was financing, everything was cool. Everything was good. Now that you got to do it, now all of a sudden what's wrong with you? Now somebody wants to attack because you got strength. This King of Wands over here in their feelings. You see what I'm saying? Y'all, and I don't mean no harm, but I feel like this is a community energy too. All these lazy motherfuckers that don't want to go to work and they want to get shit for free. Y'all in y'all's feelings. But you know what? You got to get the fuck up and go get a job, okay? Y'all got to quit expecting them people out there, okay? And us taking care of y'all, okay? I said what I said, and it's the fucking truth. Everybody want to sit on their ass and they want everybody else to take care of them. These be the same motherfuckers in competition. They over here eating crab legs and motherfucking and doing all this other shit while you over here barely fucking making it, having to go to the grocery store. You over here meal planning. And I feel like this is the energy of these crybabies. These lazy crybabies who don't want to get up. Y'all having to get up now and y'all are mad at the world, but that's not the world's problem. That's your problem. Y'all are all in lack mindset. Y'all think motherfuckers supposed to just come in and hand you stuff and give you everything. When everybody else is out here creating their own opportunities and they're out here 2 or 3 jobs. Some of y'all don't even got one job. Then you want to be mad because you can't go pop it at the club and pop bottles and plan trips to Florida with your taxes. You didn't even have a job to pay taxes. See, but that's another conversation for another day. Y'all mad because y'all not getting all this money back on these kids and getting all these free resources no more. And it's like, well, see, what happened was the age of Aquarius. There's communities of people coming together and saying, you ain't getting no more our free money, okay? We want all that back. Come on. And it's like people can't handle this. But collective, how many times have you had to get up and go take care of shit that you didn't want to? You wanted to go and book a trip, but guess what? You had other things that you had to do. How many of us haven't been able to go on no vacation because we've been too busy taking care of everything and everybody else? I mean, I'm just saying. I see people planning trips and I'm looking and I'm like, how you sleeping on somebody else's couch planning a trip to Florida? How you I just listen. And I know everybody's circumstances is different. You know what I'm saying? It don't. It's like, but the ones that like sit and put their self in situations and then want to play victim. How you been sitting around for 5 years on your ass and not have no job? How long did you think this free ride was gonna last? Can somebody make it make sense for me? Because I ain't never been able to sit around on my ass. See? And then they use the kids. They take advantage of this. Then they want to get custody of your kids because they trying to get the check. They trying to get the money. And now you got people that is like, do you know if you don't make 50,000 or more, you can't even get the earned income credit? Okay. I'm just saying, I'll wait. Then they have to give the person the check. They have to give them assistance who took your kid, and only thing they needed to do was help you get certain things together. But they took you to a process, took your kids, and now they're giving the check to somebody else. They can't even afford to take care of your kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, there's not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy. It's like priorities. And that's like a lot of elders, they need to be taken care of. And a lot of kids are having to raise, like, go in and re-raise their parents and help take care of them because they're in bad health. So then you're sacrificing, right? Rachel, I'm talking to you right now. Okay. You sacrifice things because mom and dad need you there. So you don't, now you done left your home. You've done left everything behind. Now you're there taking care of them. So you don't get to do vacations because now you're there. You're there 24-hour caregiver. Oh, yeah. See, don't nobody want to talk about that, though. When you become your parents' 24-hour caregiver, child, don't nobody want to talk about that, though. That's rough because you put your whole life on hold. because you're over there and you want to make sure they're taken care of. That's why I say everybody's circumstances is different. But I'm talking about for these motherfuckers sitting out here thinking the next motherfucker finna take care of them. Cause see, listen, it's like this. You earning your keep. Shit, listen. I took care of my parents. I know. You earning your keep. Shit, at the end of the day, if they had to come live with you or you had to go back to their house, yeah, you earning your keep, all right. But it's really, really important. But you got these lazy motherfuckers out here crying, talking about what just happened here. Yeah, we ain't getting nothing for free no more. No, you're not. That time is up. It's over. And now folks actually got to go to work and they mad. It's like, what did you think was gonna happen here? Shit. Y'all been living in a whole damn illusion. Now here we are, the illusion is shattered, and you motherfuckers fucking around and finding out. Like, yeah. I see motherfuckers walk around, baby, they driving better cars than us. All of them got an iPhone. They got this, they got that. Shit that we, you know what I'm saying, folks can't afford. Be the same ones that's all upset because they can't get your resources, they can't steal from you, they can't do this. Because really, let's just keep it honest. How many of these people's life we've been financing them for all this time? That's right. And then they want to be mad because you're creating opportunities for yourself. Listen, that's me. I got an Android. I don't even got no iPhone. I don't give a fuck about no iPhone. Shit, because iPhone is as much as the fucking rent. And I'd rather have a place to live than the iPhone. I don't give a fuck about that stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. My iPad is an Android iPad. It ain't no Apple. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care about none of that stuff. Because there was a time where VG was financing her whole life and I was financing everything. So I wasn't looking at no iPhone. I'm looking at I rent, motherfucker. Okay, I rent, iPhone bill, electric bill. I water, I Wi-Fi. How am I gonna keep listening? Now I gotta keep all this shit up. Yeah. I can understand, like if your work network is on that, you know what I'm saying, and you gotta have it for work and things like that. It's a difference because it's a priority, right? But for me, it's not a priority. I'm looking at I don't need this, I don't need that. Let me eliminate. Y'all should have seen me when I was moving out of the house. Okay. Child, on the way out of town, I stopped back by the donation box and threw out a whole nother bag of stuff, okay? Didn't realize all my head wraps was in there. But guess what? It couldn't fit in the truck, so it couldn't go. Yeah, I eliminated everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I eat and I electricity. I'm trying to tell you, listen, I water, I rent, all of that stuff, yeah. But it's like, shit, at the end of the day, that's what I had to do. I had to eliminate some things. And that's what this is called to do, is us eliminating things. What is it that we don't need? Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. Where do we need to cut the fat meat at and look at things, you know what I'm saying? For the next 14 years. And I hate to say it, but that's what that man over there doing. He over there, he cutting the fat meat off, and all y'all people that's lazy and don't want to go to work and don't want to do what you're supposed to do, and you think the next motherfucker gonna take care of you, guess what? It ain't gonna happen. Okay, y'all are being eliminated from the team. Okay, because teamwork makes the dream work. Hey, and that's the thing. If you were trying to lay down and work people like a mule, that ain't gonna happen. This is even with companies, y'all. People are learning their self-worth. Like, okay, well, why am I not getting paid for them hours? Right? And it's like, oh well, this happened, that happened. No, I'm not gonna come do five people's motherfucking job and you not pay me for my work. I need to be paid their position, her position, his position, and mine if I'm gonna work it. Okay, I'm not finna keep on overworking myself. Working smart and not hard. Period. Like, I'm not finna work hard. I'm finna work smart. I'm coming in doing my job. That is the salary you pay me for. That's what I'm gonna do. That's it, right? That's exactly right. Yeah. Pay me to train. Give me the position. Cause Karen over there, she don't want the position. She wanted to be funny. She's not here to help make things better. She is here to cause chaos. Oh yeah. Hey, you gotta hold them boundaries. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Listen. And y'all, we're still in this 888 portal and we're still manifesting. That's why, like earlier, whenever I was talking about my dad, that broke shit, I can't be around that. Especially when we're in portals like this, I can't be around somebody that's always stressed out about money and all crying and whining and I'm broke, oh, this that's gonna work. I gotta get away from you. I gotta go. I can't do it. No. Cause you ain't thankful for the breath that's in your body today. All you worried about is what you don't have. You ain't even thankful. So why would God give you a blessing if you ain't even grateful for what you already have? Let's make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's like you're saying that you don't have certain things, but you're talking to me. You got breath in your body. You're not thankful for that? Well, hell, why would God drop you a good blessing? A financial blessing when you ain't even thankful for the ramen noodles that you do got in your fucking cabinet. Oh, okay. Ungrateful souls walking around out here, and then I wonder why they're never ever given anything. They're never getting blessings. Period. And that's what people don't understand. And then collective, you've been sitting at the table with these same people. So it's like, okay, what kind of other grimy shit you been doing to make sure that you get A, B, C, or D? Like, hold on, what just happened here? Yeah, that Mercury retrograde fucked up a lot of electronics. And it's like, I'm gonna be honest, it's probably a blessing in disguise. You probably need to go get a new phone anyway and clear out all that energy. Yeah. Cause y'all, some of these people here, they still need to have their training wheels on, okay? On their bicycle. They trying to go in front of you with training wheels on and they don't even understand you season. You know what this is gonna lead to. And then they get up there and they crash out and they now their knees bloody, now they wanna cry. And you're like, I told you to slow down. Like we've been telling Karmic City, you need to slow down. You're making impulsive moves. That ain't a good idea. And I was talking to somebody earlier today. I said, and there's people that's ending up literally in the upper room or in the ground, and they don't understand why. And it's like, or in prison. Why did I say the upper? Okay, y'all know where I was going with that. But like, and that could be metaphorically speaking, or that could be physically. But they just crashing out, right? They don't understand because it's like you want to keep drinking and driving on a motorcycle. Can you make that make? Why would you be drinking and driving on a motorcycle? I mean I need somebody to make it make sense. Hey, you really think you're that untouchable that you can go and drink a bottle of tequila and go hop on a motorcycle? Y'all need to help y'all's people out here, okay? They're like, oh, well, they had a couple of drinks. Yeah, we told them not to drive. Y'all, that's what I mean about these crash out energies. And see, they've been doing things like this. And it's like, When y'all gonna learn? That's why I said the other day, go get rehab, go to therapy, go to grief therapy, go where, get you help. Stop acting like you don't have a problem, because the fact that you go and you overindulge and then you hop on a motorcycle, them wires ain't clicking, baby. Them wires is not clicking. Anybody that's an experienced motorcycle rider will tell you, don't do any kind of overindulging whatsoever with drugs or alcohol and getting on that bike thinking that you're going to be able to control it. That is false, right? And that's how these people walk around in this falsehood. Okay, love. But y'all see what I'm saying? It's like, keep doing the same thing, trying to get a different result is not helping. And it's like, at the end of the day, these are the things that are being said and looked at. Now, say you are the parent and you have a child like this that's always crashing out. You're sitting and looking and saying, I can't help you anymore. I can't do it. Or you got that friend. Or you got that partner and you're like, I can't do this. I'm done. I can't come save you. I'm like, it's over. Like, you're gonna have to get yourself together. You're gonna have to see where you going wrong over here. Cause, baby, listen, what we not doing is this right here. And collective, a lot of people gonna make you. They're gonna be like, oh, you just think you're better than everybody. Oh, you're just trying to be this. You're trying to be no. I'm over here trying to save your damn dumbass life, okay? But you don't want to listen. You want to keep doing shit and thinking that there's no consequences. And you're collective. Listen, you get tired of these crash out energies, okay? You get tired of them because you're tired of dealing with the same dumbass shit, right? It's like, when you gonna stop calling from that collect number? When are you gonna stop going to jail? When are you gonna stop having to go to rehab? When are you? It's like judgment. When are you gonna stop staying in abusive relationships? Because collective, us people that's evolved, we done been there. We're tired. When are you gonna stop repeating this cycle? Because I'm not gonna repeat this cycle with you. I'm not doing this with you. I've already explained it. I've already done. Do I need to get some note cards for you? Do I need something here? But you need to get yourself together. You can't keep on going down this path here. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something. I wish years ago I'd have had a me in my life and me becoming the teacher I am today, which I know I had to go through everything I went through to be able to teach what I'm teaching about today. But I really, really wish that I'd have had somebody like that in my life that didn't enable me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, if a partner is feeding you alcohol, there was a meme I seen, a video I seen the other day, and this guy was like, oh, whenever your girlfriend or your wife's in a bad mood, just take her to get a margarita. Y'all, that's a bad partnership. That's toxic. Because first of all, if you're having a bad day and that's the first thing you do is you turn to alcohol, it ain't good, right? Yes. Uh, but you don't want somebody like that in your life enabling that type of behavior, because it starts socially. Whatever you're doing, right? It starts socially. So then now eventually your body's going to be codependent, and every day he's going to have to stop by the liquor store and make sure that she got a margarita, because he's feeding a spirit within her that she needs to go and she needs to handle. Just because you having a bad day don't mean you need to go smoke, don't mean you need to go have a drink. No, you need to go take your ass, get in the shower, and go sit in the grass and chill. That's what you need to do, right? But we understand that because we need to ground and we need to cleanse our energy. Um, we get to know thyself. We understand thyself. And that coping mechanism ain't it. That coping mechanism needs to turn into something positive instead of negative. Cause see, now here we are. Every day we gotta stop by the Mexican restaurant. Every day we gotta stop and have a cup of tequila because you done had a bad day. So now you got another bill. You got a coping mechanism. You got an addiction. Okay, now you're going to start running into health problems. You better have some good medical insurance. I mean, I just keep going down the line. Then you better have a good lawyer and a bondsman, because eventually that alcohol is going to lead to fights and arguments. Do you see where it's like a downward spiral? But it all started off with your girlfriend or your wife having a bad day. So now she needs to go over here. You need to go give her a drink. It escalates fast. But hey, what do I know? Yeah. And the whole time you thought this person loved you, but they was feeding that spirit that was in you. Uh-huh. Them's all toxic habits that we all eventually will break if we put our mind to it, right? That's the biggest thing, is putting our mind to it and staying busy and replacing it with something positive and instead of something negative. So if you're around, it's the company you keep too, collective, I'm telling you. And see, this could all start being addressed within families, family dynamics, relationships, things like this. And that's really, really important. Because listen, it's like this. I don't want to be around somebody if they got to have a drink or smoke just to be around me. That means that you really don't like me. That means you really don't care about me. Exactly. It all starts out with a coping mechanism of some things, right? And we need to address that. Hell no, it ain't easy. Yeah. It's hey, listen now, healing is hard. And it's so hard, to look yourself in the mirror and say, okay, I was the problem. Because I remember that's the first thing I used to do. Shit, oh yeah, I started having a bad day. And I'm like, man, I can't wait to clock out. Man, I'm going to the Mexican restaurant to have me a drink, man. So then that drink turned into a picture. And then that picture turned into 3 or 4 more pictures. And then got to get back up and still got to go do it again. Yeah. Well, see, and also my thing is like, I'd stop one thing, but then I'd go back to alcohol, right? I would stop this, but I'd always go back to alcohol. So then it was like, I never got rid of the coping mechanism, and I didn't realize what it was. Yeah, and it's like, why do I keep going back to this? But then I started understanding spiritually why I kept going back to alcohol, because I was seeing certain things and I didn't want to see it. So whenever I would drink, it would suppress it, right? And it would block. So it was hard for me to. So finally, I had to reconnect to myself, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I didn't know me drinking alcohol was suppressing this, this, and this. Yeah. Uh huh. Yep, that's it. Mm hmm. And y'all, that's what's so crazy is a lot of times, like, our coping mechanisms just start out as social, and it could be anything. And it's like, whoo, how did I let this escalate this far? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yep. Y'all, my whole chat just started over, and I've been here like almost 3 hours. Collective, I am fixing to have to go because I gotta go take care of some business here in just a little bit. Uh Yeah, guys, I'm open for personal readings, Reiki sessions, and I also have my meet and greet on Saturday from 10 to 12, Columbus, Mississippi. Okay, I'm gonna put another meet and greet flyer up there so you can get all the information, guys. I don't know if they have um Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if they have any rooms left at the hotel where I'm gonna be at. Okay. So you just have to call and see. But there is other rooms around the area where I'm at. Okay. Yeah, just send me a email and I'll book you, babe. All right. Cash App, PayPal is the information for my payment system. And yeah, y'all, and everything's over there in the About Me section. All right. I just want to send everybody some love, light, and healing. Thank y'all for being here with me, and I appreciate it so much. Guys, we're going to start getting back to daily live readings, okay? Um, I appreciate everybody. Thank y'all for your love and support, donations, booking readings with me. Okay. And y'all supporting the channel. Thank you. Listen, we rebuilding a whole new brand over here, baby. Okay. We building for the brand new brand for the next 14 years. Okay. That's 5. That's a change. Okay. Peace, love, and light. Thank you.